campervan, sometimes referred to as a camper, or a caravanette, is a self-propelled vehicle that provides both transport and sleeping accommodation. The term mainly describes vans that have been fitted out, often with a coach-built body for use as accommodation. Ambiguity with motorhome. The term motorhome is sometimes used interchangeably with campervan, but the former can also be a larger vehicle than a campervan and intended to be more comfortable, whilst the latter is more concerned with ease of movement and lower cost. For example, some campervans lack built-in toilets and showers, or a divide between the living compartment and the cab. The United States term recreational vehicle is more analogous to motorhome than campervan. Features: campervans may be equipped either with a pop-up roof which is raised during camping or a fixed roof either shared with the commercial van that forms the basis of the vehicle, or as part of a custom coach-built body. Campervans usually have a small kitchen with a refrigerator and a 2-burner gas hob and grill. They generally have dual-voltage lighting which can work from either a dedicated battery known as a deep cycle or leisure battery, or from AC power, supplied at a campsite via a hookup cable. Larger models may include a water heater, space heating and air conditioning, a portable toilet and even an internal shower. Smaller models often carry a porta-potty portable toilet, and sometimes an external shower which operates within the privacy of an awning. The term dormobile is sometimes used generically in the United Kingdom thanks to a once highly popular conversion brand, and combi is used in Australia and other countries. The popularity of this type expanded in the 1950s after Volkswagen commissioned the Westphalia company to use the combi version of their Type 2 transporter as the basis for a campervan. Off-road variations. Pop-up roof variants share certain design elements with roof tents as sometimes fitted to more robust four-wheel drive off-road vehicles intended for expeditions rather than relaxed camping. A compromise between these two worlds is sometimes reached by basing the conversion on an off-road vehicle. Sometimes the conversion is demountable from the back of a pickup truck body. Classic Volkswagen campervans. There are several types of campervan all manufactured by Volkswagen but depending on their age they are colloquially referred to as either a splitty bay or a brickie. Although less popular, Mercedes also manufactured a similar-sized light van and conversions were reasonably common in the 1960s and 70s. Of a similar size and vintage is the British SPA 7 conversion. Modern mid-sized Japanese vans such as the Toyota Hiace are sometimes converted to have the appearance of a classic Volkswagen. New concept car camper. The car camper is a station wagon converted into a travel home. The rear cargo area is converted into a full double-bed area usually with a fabricated aluminium framework. All equipment necessary to set up a well-appointed campsite is stored under the double bed with access through lidded areas under the bed. Unlike a standard station wagon where the camping equipment has to be removed before sleeping or a tent set up, the car camper is self-contained. British and European size and type classifications. A-Class, similar to North American A-Class recreational vehicles but generally still smaller in Europe. Fully coach-built over a medium to large van chassis, from 7.5 tons and upwards. Highly appointed, sometimes with electrically operated slide-out extensions to the living space, electricity-generating windmills and in very large models sometimes even fitted with a hydraulically operated garage capable of transporting a small car. Smaller A-Class vehicles are also popular in Europe, similar in size to overcab coachbuilts, but without the base vehicle's cab. In its place, a cab is added, which allows for a drop-down bed to be fitted above. Recognizable by their large curved windscreens. Overcab. Coach-built body, retaining the base van's cab, with a raised Luton van-style area over the cab containing a bed. Other beds may be fixed in place, built by moving seats and tables, or lowered from the ceiling. Shower and toilet cubicles usually fitted. Sometimes including a garage for bikes, and may be large enough to support a mechanism for towing a small city car. Roughly comparable to the North American C-Class. Common base vehicles include the Fiat Ducato, Renault Master, and Ford Transit. Low profile, coach-built but without a raised bed over the cab. Other beds may be fixed in place, built by moving seats and tables, or lowered from the ceiling. Shower and toilet cubicles usually fitted. Garages and towing fittings may be carried as with the overcoupe designs. Typical base vehicles are lighter duty and or smaller engined variants of the same vehicles used for overcoupe designs. High top. Based on a high-top van, typically of around 2.8 to 4.5 tons gross vehicle weight, without major coach building modifications to the body. Beds typically fixed in place or built by moving seats and tables. Shower and toilet cubicles sometimes fitted. Typical base vehicles are the same as for the coach-built designs, above. Oftentimes a Dodge, GMC or Ford van will be professionally converted into a high-top. Rising roof. Often based on a relatively small van, typically 2 to 3 tons gross vehicle weight, including the classic Volkswagen Type 2, and with a roof which raises, usually with fabric sides, in a way not unlike a roof tent. Bed typically in the rising roof but also sometimes built by moving seats and tables. Shower and toilet cubicles rarely fitted. The Volkswagen Transporter is a common base vehicle, and Ford Transits are also reasonably common. Fixed roof, also known as surf vans, and day vans. Typically similar in size to the rising roof designs. Beds usually built by moving seats and tables. Shower and toilet cubicles very rarely fitted. The Volkswagen Transporter and Mercedes-Benz Vito are particularly common base vehicles. They have become the successors to the classic Volkswagen Type 2. Slightly smaller vans such as the Fiat Scudo may be used. On occasion, even smaller vans such as the Fiat Doppler Squared are used to make casual light-duty campers with minimal facilities beyond sleeping space. Dismountable, a coach-built body sits on a pickup load bed, and generally removable at campsites to allow the vehicle to be used. Ford, Toyota, and Mitsubishi vehicles are common bases. B-Class, this term is not commonly used except for imported North American models, which may vary greatly in size from semi-low-profile coach belts to van conversions. North American van conversions. In North America there are many manufacturers of campervans. A well-selling campervan is produced by Routrek of Kitchener, Ontario. Since the 1970s, Japanese vans like the Toyota Hiace and the Datsun Navan, as well as European models based on the Ford Transit, Fiat Ducato and Bedford vans have become popular as base vehicles for conversions. Amenities. A modern campervan may contain some or all of the following features: gas-electric powered refrigerator, gas-electric grill, microwave oven, gas-electric powered water heater, one or more beds, some of which double up as daytime seating, electricity supplied by leisure battery or external hookup, cassette toilet with removable disposal tank, a flushing toilet with access usually outside the campervan for easy emptying. Some models have a swivel system for extra space. Shower, television, air conditioning, water tank, wastewater tank for grey water, extendable external awning, an extendable canvas shade which offers protection from the sun. Bike rack, a carrying device for bicycles, usually fixed to the rear of the campervan. Campervan hire agencies. Campervan enthusiasts can hire campervans in the UK, New Zealand, Australia and other countries. Private campervan owners can register their vehicles with a campervan hire agency in order to make an income. Many campervan hire agencies offer one-way relocation services at a heavily discounted price to relocate the vehicle to meet client demand. See also, caravan park, conversion van, motorhome, travel trailer, recreational vehicle. References